Hello everyone. We will continue with Unit 1 Introduction to the Building Construction. In this video, I am going to cover topic 1.2, that is the components of the building. The course outcome of this particular topic is to recognize the various components of the building. So, when a building is constructed, it is having various components such as foundation or footing, roof, walls, then floors, ceilings, lintels, etc. So, all this number of components are broadly classified into two types. First one is a substructure and second one is a superstructure. So, any building structure, it may be the RCC frame structure or it may be the load bearing structure. It is compulsorily having two parts, that is a substructure and the superstructure. Now we will see what is meant by the substructure and the superstructure. Now a substructure is a part of the building that lies below the ground surface and which is not visible after the construction of the building. That part is known as a substructure. Now, what comes under the substructure? So, foundation is a part of a substructure. Superstructure, it is a part of the building that lies above the ground surface and which is visible after the completion of the building. So, what comes under the superstructure? Here I have quote two examples such as walls and the roofs. These are the two components, and many other components are there which comes under the superstructure. So this figure indicates the various components of the building. So right from the top, the roof is visible. Then there is a lintel above the window. Then the window is visible. Then a door is there. Below the window there is a level that is called as a seal level. The wall is also visible. The flooring is there. Then a damp proof course is there. Plinth is there and a foundation is showing with a dotted line as it is lies below the ground level. Hence it is shown by the dotted line, as the foundation is not visible after the completion of the building. So, what is the function of all these components? Now, all these components of the building with which a building, a mass, an entire building is constructed, it must carry out four functions. First one, it is satisfy the need for which the building is to be built or building is to be constructed. Then second, a very important thing that has to be there in a building, every building, that a building structure entirely must resist the loads coming on it. In other words, we can say that a building must be stable in any situation. Whatever the number of forces are there which are acting on the building, they must be taken by the building and the building must remain in a stable condition. Then a building must continue to fulfill its function, means the durability of the building. And the next one is, it must be achieved with the minimum use of the resource. The resources that can be money, that can be manpower resources, that can be time. So it overall covers the economy of the building with which it is constructed. So these are the four functions of any building component. Now we will see one by one the various components of the building. So we will start with a very basic and very important part of the building over which the entire building lies, or The stability of the building is totally depend on that component that is known as a foundation. So what this foundation exactly does? So this foundation lies below the ground level as we know, and it is a part of the substructure. It takes the entire load of the building. Now, when we're talking about the load of the load of the building are of various types such as live load, dead load, wind load, etc. So, the foundation has to take all these loads and it has to distribute all these loads evenly on the soil on which the foundation is placed or on which the foundation is situated with no damaging of the building. Hence, the foundation must be constructed on a good hard strata. Now, second important part of the building is a plinth. Plinth is normally constructed just above the ground level and immediately after the foundation. So plinth is act as a medium in between the superstructure and the substructure. So why the plinth is provided, or in the plinth the various types of the materials are going to be filled. So this plinth rises the floor level with respect to the surrounding ground level. So it prevents the surface water from entering into the building. Third part of the component of the building is a damp proof course. Now this damp proof course is a layer of waterproofing agent or the material which prevents the entry of the groundwater into the building. So this damp proof course is made with the material such as a waterproof cement or the asphalt. Now why this is essential? Because the dampness reduces the strength of the materials, strength of the wall. It also creates an unhealthy living condition inside the building, and it also damages the interior decorative part of the building. So the damp proof course or the layer is not required where a plinth beam is constructed, because the plinth beam itself performs as a damp proof course. So next element is a plinth beam. A plinth beam is constructed depending on the type of the structure of the building and the nature of the soil. It provides additional stability in regard to the settlement of the building and the earthquake damages. So after the plinth beam, it comes the floor. Now from the floor we are discussing, this comes under the superstructure of the building. So this is the surface on which we do our most of the activities. It is a plain, horizontal and hard surface that is provided for the placement of the furniture and for the movement of the people. So flooring can be done with various materials, or we can call it as a floor finish, but a care must be given that the ground below the floor is well compacted. Flooring is done to prevent the dampness from rising to the top and to have a firm platform that can be kept hygiene and the clean. So floor is a very important part of the superstructure. It is provided the hard and the level surface to continue or to do the various activities inside the building. So next important part of the superstructure is walls. Now walls are all the vertical elements which are constructed with various materials such as bricks, stone, concrete blocks, laterite blocks, etc. The material can be of any type. If the walls are very long, the columns can be provided to carry the roof. Then walls provides the privacy and the enclosures. Wall also provides the security and protection against natural elements such as wind, rain and the sunshine. And the openings are to be provided in the wall for the access purpose, for lighting purpose and for the ventilation purpose. So let's discuss about the openings. So these openings are normally provided in the wall element only for provision or for providing the doors, windows and the ventilators. Now what is the purpose of providing the doors? So door provides the access, windows and ventilators provides the light and the ventilation. So lintels are constructed just above the opening. It is normally made up of a stone slab or a concrete slab. As we have seen in that figure, a lintel level is shown and also the seal level is also shown. So seal is the part of the wall that is lies just below the window. Now we will discuss about the staircase. Stairs are the sequence of the steps which are provided to offer the means of ascent and the descent between the floors and the landings. Stairs serve as a vertical circulation in the building. And the materials with which the stairs can be constructed, again there are n number of choices to choose the material. The stairs can be of RCC, it can be of wooden, metal, brick or glass also. So depending on the requirement we can choose the materials. Now the roof is a very important part of the building, that is uppermost part of the building, that provides the protection for the building and to the people who are living in it. The roof rests on the walls and it requires a proper anchoring so that the wind and the other mechanical impact cannot destroy it. The roof can be of having various shape, but they are broadly classified as either flat roof or either sloping roof. So roof is typically made up of RCC. In a RCC frame structure, it may be made up of the stone, it may be made up of the tiles. So depending on again the functional requirement of the building, we have to choose a particular type of the roof. So in this video we have discussed about the various components of the building which are classified into substructure and the superstructure, and we have seen the various components according to their type. Thank you.